Hello and welcome to the third episode of the Quite Drafty Podcast. I'm Pex, and joining me as always we have Jay.
Hello.
Oli.
Heya.
And Seth.
Howdy.
Howdy doody indeed. So obviously we're here to draft, and that means we need to know what draft we are doing this week. This week's draft was chosen by Jay. What are we doing?
We are drafting side characters in animated movies.
And when you say side characters in animated movies, what?
We are ideally looking at not the main protagonist or any of the main antagonists of an animated movie. The definition of animated movie in this particular scenario is not live action, or at least 100% live action. I guess we'll see what people have picked and, well, whether or not I decide to be nice or whether I decide to go full rules gremlin.
No. That's going to be a little bit of a problem for me, because when you said animated movies, I thought that just meant the characters had to be a bit animated, so there goes all of my Jim Carrey films.
He's trying to play the system.
So, is anyone particularly desperate to go first in this one?
I would like to not be last. That would be nice. That's all I ask, please.
Can we avoid 3 Ollie lasts in a row?
Please.
Will I get to go first again? Only time will tell.
I'm kind of enjoying the middle, you know? I think
know.
Each episode it's been nice.
Yeah, it's like this has been a Pex and J sandwich.
The best sandwich.
What a sandwich to think about.
Yep, okay, maybe I shouldn't have gone in that direction. So, I think to move swiftly on, I'm pretty sure out of you 3, the only person who has not yet chosen how many times I hit the shuffle button from our original order of Seth, Pex, Oli and Jay is Seth. So how many times would you like me to hit the shuffle button? Note, I know you're currently in first position. You can't pick 0.
I'm pretty sure I picked last
Please.
time.
Did you?
Please pick 0.
Because I picked
think it's Ollie's
151.
pick.
Oh yeah, you
Is it
did.
my turn? It's
Oh,
my
God.
turn. Yes.
I've completely forgotten the orders, and
I mean-
to be honest, maybe I was just trying to throw
no.
Ollie under the bus to not get the last place pick. Go on, Ollie. How many places do you want?
See, I could pick 0 and just automatically not be last. Which
no
would be
zeros, I'm
nice.
afraid.
Dang. Okay. 8, please.
8.
8.
We're going to do 8 shuffles. So, hitting once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times.
No,
Jay seems to have been
please.
stuck in first for the entirety of this.
And you jinxed it.
One final shuffle. We're currently on Jay, Seth, Ollie, then Pex. The final shuffle is Jay,
Yes!
Ollie, Pex, Seth.
Yes, I'm not
Jops
last.
it is.
Jops it is.
Assigned jobs by the randomizer.
You've just made it so I'm going to have to insert that at the end now, that whole conversation.
Yes.
We've referenced it in the
I don't
episode.
think you do.
No,
People
I think
can
it's going
people can wonder.
Okay, so Jay, it's your draft and your first pick. Who are we going for?
Well, if we are going for one of my personal favourite side characters that honestly inspired the entire decision to take this pick, my first pick is Fender Pinwheeler from the film Robots. When I was thinking about side characters, genuinely, he's loud, he's obnoxious, he is the first thing that came straight to my head. And to be honest, it's kind of a disservice for me to say Fender is a he, because for those who have seen the film Robots, you will know that near the end of the film, Fender goes into the chop shop and ends up coming out with a gender swap, which is represented by suddenly having a skirt, which we won't think too hard about that, but comes out and was a male robot and is then no longer identifying as male by the end of the movie, and it's done in a absolutely fabulous and entirely movie-stealing way.
Incredible. We love to see it. Oh, they've got heels as well.
Oh yeah, I think
Little
it's roller
circular
skates as well.
It is.
There's-
Absolute power move.
I can't say I've ever explored the robots discourse, but I feel like
Yeah,
there's a Reddit thread about this somewhere.
Not familiar with robots at all. Based on the crank on Fender's head and the colour scheme, they just look like a more kind of spindly, mechanical version of Bender from Futurama.
It's not far off, to be honest.
Kind of like the Robot
Stretched
Devil
Bender.
vibe.
Stretched Bender.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Fender is
fantastic.
just dysfunctional, charming, and an absolute disaster on legs, and we love it. And at one point, they're briefly a Viking as well. It's just, compared to the very kind of regulated robots who are the main protagonists and feature of the film, Bender is Fender is the ultimate comic relief. Honestly, just fantastic character overall.
Oh, we've got Futurama in your head now.
I mean, to be honest, was there a Futurama movie? I don't know, but
I also don't know.
There was a couple.
I think they did do some feature-length episodes. I don't know whether or not they count as films, though. That's a good question. I'm not sure of the answer.
There was,
we can call it an
there
honourable
was
mention.
4 films which they split and released as episodes, so you could count that.
We'll take that as a technicality.
I'm not sure we should let Ollie take the next one, because it feels like, you've had the last spot, the last 3 drafts. It's breaking tradition at this point.
Thank goodness.
Unfortunately, the board decides what the board wants, and for some reason the board has decided that Ollie must be second in this draft. So, Ollie, who is your first pick of the side characters in animated movies draft?
Okay, now, when you say side characters, I took that very loosely as one of my potential themes, and whether I go with this theme or not depends entirely on if you guys will allow me to make this choice or not.
Okay.
My first quote-unquote character is the yellow Fiat 500 from all Lupin media, Lupin the Third, specifically, because I love that car with my whole heart and soul. It is such an iconic part of the Lupin series. It's in every TV, every anime, every movie. That Fiat 500 is everywhere, and I believe personally that it should be counted as a character.
Is this a bit like, when people say, like, Sex in the city really is the 5th character? Is there a bit of that vibe?
I mean, you could, but I personally think of it more like there are technically 4 members of Lupin's gang, and the 5th member is the car, because the car is there more than half of the other characters are.
I'm rapidly Googling, and I would like to point out you can get a model kit of the car.
You can what?
So,
You
so
can
I kind
what?
of feel like that makes it a character, right?
I
That's
feel
how
like
it
that makes
works.
it a character.
Okay, but does the car talk? Does the
No.
car have emotional investments in any of these plots?
No. it's a car.
This
It's
is a
just
very
a car.
loose character.
It is just a car. It has not got a personality. It's been modified by Lupin. Various ones. Loads of them die. Loads of those cars get shunted
Are they
off
emotional
into.
deaths? Do they hold any heft?
They
at all?
are to me. I love that car. And sometimes to Lupin, depending on who is the director and animator for the particular movie, because there'd be
I
lots
don't know.
of different directors and animators.
Are we going to allow this? I mean, this.
Because if not, I do have many. I've got 2 other that would take off one of my options. I have got 2 other themes that I could go with.
I mean, I think personally we should put it down to a vote as to whether or not this one should count. I mean, obviously, Ollie, I'm on your side, but
But you don't finish that sentence with a but.
I think this might be our first debate.
I'm in favour, but purely because I want to hear the all cars list that Ollie has prepared clearly, featuring
Okay, so-
Herbie.
Okay, so we have Seth in favour. I'm going to say no, just so that Jay has to have the casting vote.
Nicely done.
This is evil. You know what? I've got to say, I love the pick, and doing some frantic googling as well. I enjoy that these wonderful characters are apparently driving around in what is effectively Brum. I am going to have to turn it down, though. I don't think there is enough characterization of
Betrayal.
He's drunk on power.
Oh, can't believe
But Jay,
you do
I'm
this
on
to
Ollie's
me,
side. I
Jay.
think you should have allowed this.
If it wasn't for the 2 other lists that are waiting in the wings, I think I would be more inclined. But knowing that there will probably be other more characters, I gotta weigh on Pex's side.
Fine. I
Against
just want you
Seth.
to know that what this category was going to be the best vehicles, which included the Big Gingerbread Man and Shrek one. So this is on you.
I kind of love that.
Well,
I'm slightly disappointed in myself.
I'm very sorry, Ollie. I'm on your side, but I did have to give Jay some power there. So
I see. This is acceptable. Cool. So then my first actual pick, which is not negotiable this time, is going to be Kamaji, which is in the movie Spirited Away. It is the boiler room man with many arms that are an uncertain length. They could be very long, they could be regular length, but and he's also got a little army of soot sprites that come and fuss around as he's doing his job, and he's great.
I love
love
this
that guy.
pick, partly because a throwback to one of our previous episodes. Seth, I think this could be another cosplay of yours. If we get you the right glasses and a bald cap.
I'm staring in my future again. I'll just grow
Once
some
more.
really long spindly arms.
You just have to become very round and have very little legs.
Basically there.
I mean, I do quite like this pick. I think he does look quite cool. It's a shame he's not a Fiat 500, but I'm still
Right? Ugh,
still
heartbroken.
bored.
Yeah,
They are a
he's a
fantastic
really
character.
he's really like quite scary at the beginning for the main character, and then very quickly establishes himself as like, oh no, this guy's really like kind and helpful and wants the main character to be okay, which is good because that's like a little girl, a little baby, a little child.
Like, he's relatable, he's grouchy at work, but he's trying to do the right thing.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Very relatable. We love him.
I do think that is a fantastic pick. It is on to my first pick of the first round. I had a little bit of a difficulty coming up with my picks for this one. I did have some conversations with some friends of Jay about picks that Jay might be going to go for. But in the end, I've decided, you know what? Animated films, I don't actually know that much about films, so I'm going to have to go with just no theme at all. I'm just going to go for really cool characters, which is why I'm starting with the B version of Larry King from the B movie.
Starting off strong. Let's go.
So my reason for this choice, of course, Larry King, well-known person. I think he did a TV show in the US where he was like one of those chat show host type things. And then in the B movie, he's that but a bee.
He has quite the forehead.
I'm just loving that the B movie has made it onto this week's draft, because it's not a movie that you can sanely explain to somebody who hasn't seen the film. It's just...
Which is okay for Pex, because he hasn't seen it. I don't think you've actually
You
seen
haven't
the film.
seen the B movie?
Oh my
It's
God,
not good,
Pex,
but you
do you know
have
the
to watch
plot
it.
of the B movie?
I do know the plot of the B movie. It came up in my watching of the clip of the B Larry King. There's a rather long kind of clip to get you to that one, so you know it's nice. B
get
Larry
the
King
gist.
on the board.
Larry King, jeez.
Seth, your first round pick.
Alright, so round one. I must confess, the moment that we said this was going to be the theme, I went, oh no, have I ever seen a movie? And I've seen a fair few, but I thought I would kind of try and eke out some choices, not quite going as far as to say a Fiat 500 as character, when obviously...
Come on.
Thank you, Jay.
Yes, she is.
But I did think I've watched a lot more animated shows than movies, but a lot of them do have movies. So what I've gone for is Mimi from Digimon. But not just Digimon as a whole, Digimon the movie, which is a movie. And there is no denying that they are a side character in this movie. Because
Okay.
the entire story happens while she is on holiday. She is not present for the events of the movie outside of a cutscene which shows she is on a beach.
Okay.
So she's not in the movie.
She is in the movie. She is just definitely not a central character in the movie. I didn't want any doubt. I was thinking like, well, maybe if I picked them, then they'd think like, oh, well, actually all of those characters are the main character. No, they appear very briefly with a clip of them on a beach having a good time. That
Okay.
I think I may have
But
just
is
found a
she the
picture
main
of
character?
that.
Oh no. Is she the main character of like the TV series then?
Is there a main character of the TV series? Because there's like
Okay.
a group of kids, and she is one of them.
Okay. I
Hence,
see.
side character. Definitely does not get the largest amount of screen time. Probably deserves more screen time. Their partner Digimon is a flower that turns into a giant cactus man with boxing gloves.
Incredible.
Okay.
I love them.
Oh, this is why you were protective about the cactus. It all makes sense.
Before we started, we did get into a bit of a heated conversation about Digimon, where it was said that Togemon was basically just a cactuar from Final Fantasy, and I wasn't having any of that. So, my round one pick, Mimi, with her ridiculous giant pink hat with gloves.
so
Nothing
large.
says summer like gloves.
Our bonus audience poll for this week's episode is going to be: which person tried to make this claim? Was it Oli, Bex, or Jay?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Right. I guess that means, because we are snake drafting, are we snake drafting?
Yeah, we are snake
Are we?
drafting.
Are we doing
That
it
is
again
the whole
this
show.
time?
Yeah, it is the whole show. We go one way and then we go back the other way.
Wow.
Because we're snake drafting, that
Unheard
means
of.
that I get to go again. And so I'm going to see if you guys can figure out my theme here by taking something that I really don't want somebody else to take. Because you chose Kamaji, Ollie, and my pick is also from Spirited Away.
Ooh.
And again, definitely a side character. I've chosen the Radish Spirit. Now, if you don't
Radish
know
Spirit.
the Radish Spirit, they appear for a very short part of the film in which Chihiro, the main character, gets into a lift.
I did
love
not
this
know that's
guy.
what they were called.
They are called the Radish Spirit because
I love
their
these guys.
head is a radish. Let me
Is it?
quickly
Is
get
that
a
what a
picture
radish
just so I
looks
can
like?
explain. Kinda. Let
For
me
anyone
switch my
who
camera
might-
here so you can see. Oh, I can't switch my camera apparently. Oh dear.
I
For
do
anyone
fully
else who
agree.
might-
I love this. I love this guy.
For anyone else who might be Googling the Radish Spirit, do also take a look at the Spirited Away stage show, because the Radish Spirit in live action is just stunning.
I mean, I have also Googled the Radish Spirit, and I have had a Reddit thread pop up that says, "What vibe does the Radish Spirit give off to you? He has always confused me."
He has always confused me. If there's anything I want on my tombstone, let it be that.
Yeah.
He has always
that's
confused me.
solid. I get good vibes. This is just a friend who is going to the spa, having a good time. He just happens to be large and needing to go in an elevator.
I mean, like, he protects Chihiro a little bit, you know. There's really, I just wanted to see more of the Radish Spirit in the film,
Understandable.
and that's why I picked them here.
And definitely, if they made it into the stage production, that is a guaranteed recognized side character. I fully approve of this pick.
Yes.
100%. That definitely counts.
So far,
Definitely
2 for 2.
not a car.
I've gotten away with it.
I can't believe it. You have already stabbed me with a knife and now you're just twisting it every time.
Ollie, I'm on your side.
You aren't though.
Uh-huh.
You lie. The only one on my side is Seth. Seth is my only friend here. The rest of you betrayed me.
Right, we're on to my second round pick. I am... It's difficult to think of, characters that are recognisable. That, as someone who's not that familiar with, film in general, animated film in general, I need characters that are recognisable to me. Which is why I am, for my second pick, going to be going with Bob Bumble, the anchor from the B-movie.
Oh, God. Are you going only B-movie characters?
I don't know what you're on about. Bob Bumble, really competent news anchor, delivers the information really, really quickly. Again, sat behind a desk the entire time, so he's in his pretty chill position, covering the important matters of a legal case. So I think Bob Bumble's definitely up there as a top quality pick.
Fantastic, excellent mustache as well.
So
it's really
top
just
quality mustache.
A real look.
Is it time for a hard pivot to hate drafting against Pex with all B movie picks? How many B's could there be?
It's a whole movie about bees. There's a lot of bees.
I don't know what you're on about. No bee related thing going on here. Move along.
Anyway. Oh yes, it's my turn again. Let's go. Okay, my next choice is going to be Edna Mode from The Incredibles.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, got you.
That's
Excellent.
going to be my next pick. You just wiped it right before. God, not having that. Excellent
Yes,
pick.
I am literally
It's
so
now-
happy. I love this woman with all my heart and soul. She is so funny. One of the highlights of any Incredibles movie she is in, which is all of them as far as I can recall, and just the go-to woman for if you need something. You go to her and she's like, I'll sort you out, don't even worry about it, and she will give you some good life advice while you're there, which is excellent.
Honestly, Incredibles was one of my favourite movies growing up as a kid, to the point that when I left my first school to go to a second school, I still have my leaving card, and it's just covered in kids who drew the Incredibles symbol, which just shows to the level at which they were like, this is clearly Jay's thing. And that's why Edna was going to be my second pick, because she's just fantastic. But no.
I'm just really glad that Ollie was able to get back at you for denying you the original theme.
Yes. This is my revenge. It begins here, and from now on I will also only be choosing B movie characters, because I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten this injustice, Pex. I know Jay made the final decision, but you were also culpable here.
I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah, Seth is the only one here safe.
You would also have to figure out what my theme is.
That is true.
Yeah,
That
and I
is
wouldn't
very
want to
true.
spoil Seth, because Seth, I'm on your side.
Steph, I'm going to take a guess now, because looking at the picture of Mimi on the beach and also of the Radish Spirit, I think the trend is they're wearing hats, and I think you've gone for characters wearing hats. It's gone very quiet.
That is
very quiet.
very suspicious silence.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Seth is no longer safe.
Yeah, that's the theme.
Is it actually?
And with that, we are
Absolutely
on
cool.
to Jay.
I'm just immediately checking my list for any characters I have that have hats, just in case.
Draft picks and characters that have
Yep.
hats. That's so funny.
I have to admit, I am slightly scared now about... I had a rough order in mind for my 6, and now I'm scared that others will be swiped. This is not something that has happened in previous
You
picks.
have to order by who you think is going to be stolen first.
I know, it's
Watch
terrible,
out if
but I
they're
think
wearing a hat.
I'm going to stick with my next draft choice, because if we're going to talk about side characters in animated movies, the most famous side character to have ever made it to the big screen has to be Genie from Aladdin. That is both because of Genie being such an influential character in both animation and actually on screen itself, but also for everything that happened with Robin Williams around actually getting the role itself. For anyone who is familiar with that drama, Robin Williams was also invited to play a character in Fern Gully, which was Batty, the escaped scientific experiment bat. And there was this huge drama around Robin Williams playing the Genie because he said, you have to still let me do Fern Gully, but I also don't want to be the primary focus of the marketing for Disney for this movie. And if you look at some of the old posters, Genie is right there front and center, and it's a really fascinating story.
So what you're saying is he's front and center on the marketing materials. Are you sure he's not a main character?
Definitely not. It's a story about Aladdin and Jasmine versus the evil Jafar. And if you watch the new Disney remake, it's potentially about patriarchal society, but let's not go there.
We don't talk about the live actions. They don't exist.
Yeah, particularly not in this draft.
Yeah, particularly
This
not
is
in this
true.
draft. Actually, I'd say the Genie is probably just animated enough in the live action that it would still count.
Did we go for animated characters or was it animated movies?
I have gone
what was
for
the-
animated movies.
Yeah,
I guess
the
define
Mostly.
animated. Like, does Space Jam count?
we
Yes.
had this argument
What?
between
What do you
me
mean,
and Seth.
just Space Jam count? Do you think Bugs Bunny is real?
Wait, what?
You're blowing my mind over here.
You can't
Space
go
Jam
around
is
destroying people's childhood
100%.
heroes like that.
I went to a theme park. I got to hug them one time. Clearly, seeing is believing.
Apparently, hugging is believing as well.
Oh, you say that. I went to Park Asterix when I was younger, and the name is completely slipping me right now, but I do remember hugging an absolutely massive man, which was basically just a giant bubble, because obviously one of the main characters from that is just a massive round sort of Viking-ish style character.
Asterix and Obelix?
Is it Obelix? I think it might be.
I think it's Obelix, yeah.
Obelix,
Yes.
yeah.
I love Asterix and Obelix. Oh no! Oh, I forgot that they have movies now. The movies are so good on a very genuine
And
level.
they are
Actually
animated.
incredible, and they are animated. And I forgot. Okay, wait, I might be able to change my list.
And coming in with the start of round
So,
3.
Jay needs to hurry up to prevent Ollie from getting one in for round 3. Jay, who are we going for?
As tempting as Obelix would be, I'm going to take another fan favourite off the table, and that's got to be Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. Kronk is memeable, quotable, lovable, and just everything from kind of pull the lever, Kronk. You know, it's just Yzma is definitely up there, but as the antagonist, she can't be a side character. Therefore, Kronk. Kronk is just fantastic.
That's a really solid pick. Dang, I love that guy. And he can talk to squirrels.
I can actually say, for the first time from one of your picks, actually have seen this film. And I'm pretty sure that Jay might have been part of the reason I've seen this film.
How?
Because I think you may have mentioned it to a mutual friend of ours at the time. And I think I may have been forced to watch it in their presence. Yes.
Presumably we're talking Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove and not Kronk from Kronk's New Groove. Wherein
Both.
they are the both. Now,
Porque no los dos.
I have the Disney wiki up here, and it does say the titular protagonist
I was
of
about to
Kronk's
say,
New Groove.
I feel
Are
in
they a side
Kronk's New
character?
Groove- Not in the second movie, then. Just the first one.
Okay, just the
Just
first
the
one.
first movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you get
Yeah,
I
Kronk from
almost got
Emperor's New
you.
Groove only.
He's such a good side character in the first movie that they had to give him his own movie because he was just so enjoyable to watch.
Nice spin. Like
I'm
it.
glad that that's allowed, because my next pick, when the round.
Well, we can put it to a vote, Jay, if you really want to.
No, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. But
It's okay,
I
Pex is
may
on your
rescind
side.
my previous statement if that's the case.
But it's okay, Jay, I'm on your side.
No! It's us against them, Seth. It's us against them. It's a war! Okay, it's my turn. Yippee! I am gonna go with Bo Peep from Toy Story 4 specifically. I love her in Toy Story 1 and 2. She isn't in Toy Story 3, but in Toy Story 4, she's basically was given away after Toy Story 2, I think, and then has returned as a very changed character. She's like become a leader within her community and in like an antique shop. It's a really interesting development for this character, and it happens pretty much entirely off screen. And then, you know, Woody and the gang come across her, having not seen her for so long and not really having changed that much, and then suddenly they meet her and she's a completely different person, and they're all a bit like, oh, we thought we knew you, but not anymore. And yeah, she's really fun, really great character. She is very much like a secondary, I'd say she's just about a side character in the fourth movie, because and Woody is still there. I think he takes the cake as the main character of that one, but yeah, she has a really fun role and are just very enjoyable.
And notably, has a hat.
She does have a hat! She does have a hat, yes.
And that really has messed with Seth's next pick, which was obviously going to be Bo Peep on this occasion.
Be right back. I'll just head over to Netflix and find some more animated movies.
I am enjoying Bo Peep as a pick, particularly that you've mentioned Toy Story 4, because I do my best to try and stay up to date with kind of the Disney, DreamWorks, Marvel, all of the sort of main franchises and the kind of nerddom. Toy Story 4 is one that I have just never got around to watching, and that has now just been bumped to the top of my to-watch list, because it's overdue. It really is. It's
a good movie. I mean, I think all the Toy Story ones I've enjoyed, but Toy Story 4 with cool-ass Bo Peep, gone from just like, oh, she's like Woody's love interest over on the side or whatever, and yeah, she does a bit of stuff, but not that much, to like, oh, okay, cool, she's got her shit together now and has decided her own identity, and it's very cute, and I love it.
Isn't Keanu Reeves in that one as well?
Is he?
Evel Knievel character?
Maybe. Hell yeah. Who is he? Duke Kaboom. He's not a bad guy. He's
Duke Kaboom is not a bad guy.
I mean,
that sounds like, you know, classic Disney evil person name. Haha, I am Duke Kaboom and I will blow something up. I assume. I haven't seen that many Disney movies.
He
What's
does
Frozen
have a
about?
Motorcycle. What's Frozen about? Yeah, he's
cold. Not many hats,
he's got a motorcycle. He's cool.
And notably, there are no bees in Frozen.
Too cold.
That's what
too
you
cold
think.
For bees.
I'm waiting for the hard pivot here from Pex away from bees. Let's see where he goes.
Actually, in hindsight, there are bees in Frozen. Olaf sings about them at one point. I stand corrected.
Well, my next pick. Well, okay, it is actually time for my third pick of this 6-pick draft. Okay, so far, I've got a great chat show host. I've got a great news anchor. But we all know that an absolute staple of good quality TV is sport. So therefore, for my next pick, I am bringing in sports analyst Buzz Larvae from the B Movie.
Is it just B Movie characters you've seen because you watched this one clip of the TV of the TV?
What are you on about? No, couldn't possibly be. Like,
couldn't possibly be that.
No, it couldn't possibly be anything like that. No, but Buzz Larvae, proper professional, like, looks like the sport analyst guy. You know what he's going to be about. He's going to be mentioning, like, plays and tactics and, oh, are they going to win this year? Who knows? Find out on Saturday or Sunday.
Hey Pex, what sport?
B Sport.
I think I've worked out who your next pick's going to be as well. I have a difficult decision to make now, do I?
Unfortunately, the snake draft will have picks before you. And
Oh,
unless
yeah.
they're wearing a hat and you're going to send me a sneaky DM, then...
Buzzketball.
They're not wearing a hat, but I see the pattern now. I see it.
You're seeing in the fourth dimension through time.
Right, well, my pick, here we go. I thought maybe I would be able to throw you off the trail a little bit. I was thinking like, well, Mimi, there's the cactus Digimon, Radish Spirit. I was like, maybe I can throw them off and make them think it's about plants. So my next choice was going to be Turnip Head from Howl's Moving Castle, who of course is a scarecrow with a turnip for a head. Won't spoiler too much about the movie if you haven't seen it. It's an excellent film. But he does wear the most magnificent top hat, with the top of the top hat opening up and falling off.
I do love Turnip Head.
Turnip Head is so iconic.
I'm going to stun Jay really quickly and say this is the second time that a film I've seen has been pulled
You've
out by
watched
someone
Howl's
else.
Moving Castle?
I was going to say, is this
I
one that
know
I
right
made you
now.
watch?
I have seen this. Turnip Head is an amazing character. I do very muchly so like the bouncing scarecrow.
I am
Great
genuinely
character.
shaken to my core that you've watched Studio Ghibli, anything at all.
Yeah, well,
He's the only films he's seen are Studio Ghibli films and the B movie.
And not
for
all
the
of the
crossover.
B movie, just the B movie scene where they're on television. No, this is a good kind of shock. I'm very pleased that you watched some Studio Ghibli because it's very enjoyable.
Right, we're halfway through our snake draft.
we are.
You're up
we are
again,
our
Seth.
halfway
Let's go.
point, and we're up to Seth swinging back in the other direction.
So I will stay on brand and go for things with a bit of a fashion swing to them, because you couldn't just have characters in hats. They had to be interesting hats, at least, right? We've had some big hats, we've had some top hats. Now we're going to go with my favourite movie, Kung Fu Panda. I love the Kung Fu Panda films, and the character with the best hat from Kung Fu Panda is Poe's adoptive dad, Mr. Ping, who wears a hat which is a noodle bowl on his head.
That's such a good point.
That is a
Look,
very
That's
good hat.
such a good hat.
Yep, Mr.
I
Ping,
want that hat.
wonderful character.
I
It's
feel
just
like
so
that hat's
cute.
achievable. We could make that. We could do that.
We
That's
can
such
make it
a
Take
happen.
good
anything
hat.
away from today, it should be there is no special sauce. Oh no, it's there is no secret ingredient. There is no
I mean,
ingredient.
I want to see
No
the edit
secret
of the movie
ingredient.
where there is no special sauce. The special sauce was you all along.
Yep, that well-known saying from Mr. Ping, there is no original blend of herbs and spices.
Oh, I had one job.
It's
Oh,
okay,
dear.
Jay, I'm on your side.
Incredible. Oh no! Still rallying against us, Seth. The war continues.
Mm. Let's hear the next B.
Let's go.
I don't know what you're on about. I know it is my pick next. So, obviously, so far we've got our wonderful lineup, well-known familiar faces. We've got, your B. Larry King, chat show host. You've got your Bob Bumble, classic news anchor. You've got your Buzz Larvae, he's on sports. So, of course, what we need is someone to cover the weather for us. So, who I have next is Storm Stinger, the wonderful weatherman from the B movie.
I keep waiting for it to not be funny, but it just is.
They really hit it out of the park with these names, I'm not gonna lie. Congrats to the B movie team who came up with these names.
I like to imagine
I
they're
just-
in some boardroom and they've got the whiteboard up and they're like,
I mean, like,
what
all of
parts
these are
a
just
B are there?
all of these are just really well-known TV personalities. Like, you've got your B. Larry King, your Bob Bumble, your Buzz Larvae, your Storm Stinger, like classic TV people out there doing their thing. Storm Stinger getting out there in all of the weather, well, the weather that he won't get blown away by. And, you know,
So
he's
not storms, then.
not storms, no, but he will cover that from the edge of the hangar.
Okay. Acceptable.
I've just got to
So
say,
well
for Seth's benefit, not the member of the anchor cast that I was expecting when we were talking about this just a moment ago. Storm Stinger does in fact have a hat, and it's quite a nice hat as well.
Oh,
And what do you think may have reshuffled my order?
Oh. I didn't look at enough members of the cast.
The one time I don't Google.
Oh, dang
It's
it.
betrayed you. Ooh, okay, me up again. My next pick is going to be Cindy from the movie Rock and Rule, which is a bit of a deep cut, but it is such a fantastically weird movie, and Cindy is such a highlight anytime she's on screen. And she's not on screen much. She basically comes along and gives the main character, one of the main characters, basically a hand to escape, but not because she's like, I'm going to help you escape. She's like, hey, do you want a party? Let's go. And then she is not a small woman, and she basically is absolute escape artist, like squeezing through the vents, and just, she's literally so wonderful in every way, and I love her with all my heart and soul.
Okay, so my guess, having never seen this film and just heard the title Rock and Rule, is that this is somehow rock music leading to dictatorship.
I mean, no, but also not no.
No, but
Dictatorship-
Also
Shit.
not no.
It's so he's not. Mock isn't trying to like become the ruler of the world. He's trying to like consume enough souls that he becomes famous again.
This is so going on my movie watch list. This
Oh,
looks amazing.
I might need to watch this.
It's so weird and so wonderful, and the art is just incredible. And I think it's one that was like a cult classic of at the time that it was released. It didn't get much noise because it's so weird. But then afterwards, people have been watching it and been like, okay, how did people sleep on this when it first came out? This is fantastic. But no, one of my personal highlight of the whole movie is anytime Cindy is on screen. She's so funny.
Can we just
I can't
appreciate how hench she is as well? Like,
She is so
she would
hench.
knock you out.
There is a scene in which the main character, one of the main characters, is being basically like hit on by some creep at the bar, and Cindy fully just lifts the man by his entire crotch and just moves him out of the way. She's like, "Hey, my friend isn't comfortable with that. Get out of here." It's perfect. We love her.
I've literally, as you've just brought that moment up, I've just found a picture of it on Google Images, and I can't unsee this. This is she's almost like curling him by the crotch.
Yeah, she is. It's really fucking funny.
crotch curling, incidentally, one of the sports that Buzz Larvae covers.
But yeah, she's fantastic and a woman of so many talents and so much love in her heart. It's wonderful.
Absolutely excellent choice. And we are on to Jay with the final pick of the 4th round.
I have to admit, I'm still getting over Cindy as a pick. That may be my favourite pick of the evening. Just what a discovery. I feel enriched by this podcast.
Yeah, anyone who's never watched it, I would so highly recommend.
All right, so pick number 4, I am going to come in with Bartok the Magnificent, but not from Bartok the Magnificent, because otherwise he would in fact be a protagonist. This is another example of a side character who was so beloved that they got their own movie. Bartok is the witty bat side character who is sort of a companion and servant of Rasputin in the film Anastasia.
Oh yeah, of course. Little albino bat. Love that guy.
The reason that Bartok is my choice has to be from Bartok's own movie, I'll be honest, but you wouldn't let me have Bartok unless Bartok was in Anastasia, so...
I mean,
I
I am
have
just
not seen
looking
these
at the
films.
little picture of, and so many of these pictures are him with his arms sort of extended in a sort of I've just jumped out, look at me pose.
Yeah,
It's
I mean
giving
that's
kinda
fairly accurate.
It's kind of giving like Pinky and the Brain to me.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's definitely giving Pinky
Yep.
in the Brain.
It's
honestly-
it's like hardcore positivity Pinky.
If you end up watching any YouTube videos of Bartok, the voice acting for Bartok is exactly like Pinky in the Brain as well. It fits that so well. It could be their like estranged cousin.
Which
So
one
you're
would you
saying
say
it's-
they're more like, Pinky or the Brain?
Somewhere in the middle. You know how like you've got Ed, and Eddie, and like they each have their very unique characteristics. Bartok is the missing third.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Well, this is going to be a wonderful new CBBC series when it comes out. Pinky and the Brain and Bartok.
Really
Oh
rolls
gosh,
off
I've
the
just
tongue.
realised it's going to be my pick again, isn't it?
Yeah, it
who's
is a
your
snake
pick again?
draft.
Believe it or not, snake drafting is what we do here.
This is the home of the snake draft.
It's the whole show.
I'm just double checking. Definitely no hats in my list.
Ah,
It is a hatless
that's good.
list.
I'm okay.
Unfortunately, no B's in my list either.
So
Dang.
what we were saying, Jay, is that your list is not haphazard.
That's it. I'm out. I'm done. Okay, so for the start of the fifth round, because I'm one behind in my list, this was going to be my last pick, but of course Edna was swept away from me too early. It's got to be Scrat from Ice Age. For anybody who doesn't recognise the name, this is the
Absolute
saber-toothed squirrel from the Ice Age franchise who is frantically looking for an acorn. In the first movie, it's more of just kind of a comedic cameo. In later films, if you Google Scrat and if you go deep enough down the internet wormhole into Scrat and the story around Scrat, people have said that Scrat could very well be God. It could be a commentary on the human condition. People have gone very deep into what is basically just a squirrel looking for a nut, but I mean...
People have
Gotta
gone
get
the
my
full
nut.
philosophy. But yeah, that rat really, really desperately wants that nut. That specific one. Any other will
that
not do.
one specific nut.
Indeed.
I mean, surely in an ice age, there can't be that many nuts about.
That's a fair point. Not many trees in an ice age.
Yeah, maybe,
so actually,
maybe that is
that nut
the
is a
one
very
nut.
precious nut.
It's the one nut for the squirrel.
And that squirrel has been through some stuff. Oh boy.
It's like a soul binding.
Yeah, for sure. Every movie, every time you see that little guy come on screen, you're like, oh cool, I'm about to see suffering. It's going to be fantastic. Let's go.
Oh,
Great, let's go. This is what I'm here for.
Let's go.
God,
You know
this is
the-
like the Dark Souls conversation all over again. I'm here to see suffering.
I mean, to be fair, at one point Scrat does in fact die and go to heaven and is booted from heaven as well. So, you know, I think Scrat might be one of the few who actually dies in the series.
That's a really solid point. I mean, only temporarily, but yeah. Heaven just wouldn't take him. Just looks at him and goes, nah, it's not your time.
Nah,
Just get
there's
back
too
down
many
there.
nuts up here. You're
You've got
gonna
more
lose
suffering
yourself.
to do.
Okay, let's go to the fifth round pick for Ollie.
Grand. At this point, I shall reveal my theming, and my theme is I need to do a heist. Who am I bringing along to be helpful? And I think
Oh, that makes so much sense now.
yeah, because we've
I
got
like
you
the
know
Tice Crew.
Mastermind in Bo Peep. She's also a really good leader. She's got her little flock of 3 sheep. Question mark? There are 3 of them, but it's also 1. Edna mode obviously is going to give me all of the kit and equipment that I need. Kamaji, that seems like he's got some skills to be a thief. He got infinitely long arms. Doesn't even need to leave home to be able to steal something. We love to see it. Cindy, again, very agile and also the muscle of the group because we do need somebody to be the muscle. And on that theme, my 5th pick is Fujiko from Lupin the Third, given that you wouldn't let me have the car from Lupin the Third. Now, Fujiko's a difficult one because she may run off with all the loot. And in fact, I'm going to go so far as to say she will almost certainly run off with all the loot. However, she is incredible at what she does, and it's always entertaining anytime she comes on screen because everybody starts acting stupid and we love it.
I
These are
really
some
need to
amazing
watch
picks. I
Pardon?
was just thinking the same thing, but I can't keep saying I'm updating my to watch list.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
I kind of want to allow the car back in for the 6th pick, just so that they can have a getaway vehicle.
Okay, so my final pick is going to be a getaway vehicle, and in the original list, the car was the getaway vehicle, but y'all vetoed that, so I'm going to have to choose something else now.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to the alternative getaway vehicle. I also like the idea that because it's a heist and Kamaji's in there primarily for reasons of long arms, it sounds like you could have just as easily just gone with Mr. Tickle.
I mean, is there a Mr. Tickle movie? I wish.
I think there's a Mr. Men movie, isn't there?
Is there a Mr. Men movie?
I don't know.
Is there not?
Hold on.
Surely. I'll be so annoyed if there isn't. Or I'll be sad if there isn't.
I am imagining, though, if you were allowed both of your first picks, I'm imagining Kamaji in the car, and if you just imagine, like, Studio Ghibli style, the arms coming out the sides, and it just being like a running arm car.
Yeah,
I
you
think that
get
would
the
be
vision.
amazing.
You get the vision. That's literally exactly where my head was at. I was like, he doesn't even have to leave the car. He's ready in the getaway vehicle to not only drive it away, but also do the stealing, the breaking and entering. He's got this.
I want to see an animator make this now, because that would be amazing.
That would be
What
really
I want
good.
to see is like the full thing as well, from Oli gathering the crew.
Yeah, I've got to go up to each of them and pitch
You've got
my
to pop
pitch
up
my
in
piece.
each of their
sequence.
animated universes.
I think at least most of them I would have to convince that this is some kind of leverage style heist where there is some form of billionaire who is an asshole who deserves being taken down a peg, which, to be fair, that would probably be what it is anyway, because they got enough money.
So they're
I
so
can have
hard to
some.
find these days.
I know.
And after all, Batman is just a rich guy with an affinity for bats.
That's true.
I'm now
Facts.
imagining Batchman, though, as this is just somebody who is making so much batch-cooked food that when they go into battle, it's, here, I brought snacks. Everybody,
Well, there we
this
go.
is all protein allowed, calories have been calculated.
Well done, Jay. You managed to force my voice flub into the edit. Well done.
Nicely done.
It's got to be there now.
Okay.
No
We'll
questions.
move on to my 5th pick. Well, I mean, so far I know I've had you on the hook for this whole thing about my theme really being about TV characters and all of that. That was actually a double bluff. This whole time I've been doing characters from the B movie.
What?
No!
I never have
So,
guessed.
yes, I know. I had to come clean at this point so that I could get my next pick in. My next pick, wonderful newscaster as well. To be honest, the co-anchor to Bob Bumble. How could we not have the wonderful Jeanette Chung on our board? So yes, Jeanette Chung is obviously on the board as an excellent newscaster.
But that's not a
from
B
the
name.
movie.
That's
Sorry?
not a B name. Where's the B? That's not a B, that's just a lady.
I'm thankfully not wearing a hat.
That is true, but she does have a killer bob. So, does that count?
Want to
Who
rival
knows?
Edna Mode.
That is true. She has the attitude. That's not a B name. All of the other ones are puns, and that one is that's just a woman. That's just a woman's name.
Oh dear. Right. On to Seth's 5th pick. Seth, I mean, I've been in anticipation this entire time as to what your theme has been. So, do you want to reveal for us?
So my theme has actually been characters who wear shoes. No, it's characters with hats. I can't believe how hard called out I was by Jay.
Literally,
It was so
Second-
quick. I was like,
second pick
oh,
instantly taken out.
he's noticed a common theme. Maybe it's that they're both not wearing much in those pictures, that they're like in beach or holiday wear or something. No, straight to the hat. We're clearly on a similar wavelength. Now, I've got to say, Pex, you've inspired me here. with your affinity for the B movie, and so I had to do some quick research. And who wears a hat in the B movie better than Dean Buswell?
Oh, Dean Buswell
in his graduation cap attire really speaks to my theme of characters with hats.
Surprisingly, Dean Buswell on my list. Was one I had considered. So
so
Dean
you're gonna have
Buswell,
to find another one
fantastic
for your
Dean.
6th pick, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to be racking my brains now.
That's such a round
Okay,
B.
let me just very quickly here. B movie character.
I'm pretty sure that at the start of the film, most of the characters wear hard hats when they go for the original tour of the hive. I'm just putting it out there, but that is a hat.
And I mean, there's
There
a whole
is
scene
another
where a
bit-
bunch of them are all wearing the flat graduation caps as well.
How evil do I want to be for Pex? Do I want to pick another B movie character with a hat?
I mean,
think you should
I will
who
be
you're going to
delighted
be.
if we've managed to get 8 B movie Bs onto the board.
I think
somehow.
I'm gonna have to. I feel compelled. My 6th pick is gonna be Lou Loduca. I will confess
Lou
to not knowing
yes.
much about this character, other than they are clearly a military B, the decorated general that commands the Pollen Jacks. Lou
Loduca is indeed the general in charge of the Pollen Jocks. What a wonderful man.
Now, he would have been a
Theme.
good pick for my secondary choice of theme, which I didn't have time to research as thoroughly as hats, which is moustaches. Be with moustache, not something on my bingo list for 2025, but I'm glad that it's here in my life.
And it's a good moustache too. Very solid.
I know we keep bringing it up, but I can't justify putting the B movie on my to-watch list again. It's just...
It sounds
I think,
like you
like-
can.
Yeah, I think for every pick we've had on the board, you should watch that film. So-
have to-
That's...
In order.
How many
Yeah, in
times
order.
can we get people to watch the B movie?
If we're watching it in order, does this mean that we have to watch 36 movies, including 8 rewatches of the B movie for each round?
Hold
Jay,
on,
do you
there
want to
could still be
redo
more.
6 times 4 for me?
No, I don't want to be
I think Pex, he's referring to the fact that I too have picked some B movie characters.
No, but he said in order to get through our films, we'd have to watch 36 movies, and I'm pretty sure
I'm
I did go for the...
Did you say 36 movies?
I'm just so excited for this movie night. It shouldn't end.
this
I
movie
don't
night
think
is
it's
going to go
going
on a
to
little
with
bit.
all these rewatches of the B movie. I don't think it's ever going to end.
What the audiences don't hear is our other 2 co-hosts who have been picking this whole time.
Yeah, I know, they never make the edit. It's it's a shame.
They're just not very funny. That's
They are all choosing just B movie things, which we thought, Pex has already kind of cornered that market. So
Yeah. And to be honest, they're not even picking the best characters from the B movie.
no,
Of
they're
course
just
not.
they're
not wearing hats.
drone 1, drone 2, drone 3. It's all very simple.
So, yes, we're on to my 6th and final pick at this point. I had quite a few that I could have gone for in this specific spot, but ultimately there was only one person who could be the final one to round out the board for me. I needed someone a little more adventurous, a little more out there, and that's why the final pick for me on the side characters in animated movies draft is Jock number 2.
Not jock number 1.
not
That's
jock
too
number
close
1.
to the protagonist.
When I was doing my research for this, which, as you can tell, was an incredibly long process. I spent
Extensive.
obviously hours doing this. When I was doing my research for this, I came across a list of characters in the B movie, and the thing that I found the most impressive is the fact that there are the pollen jockeys, which has already been mentioned thanks to Seth's previous pick of Lou Lo Duca, the pollen jockeys are voiced characters in the film, and for some reason they are all named except Jock 2. So the first one to speak is called Jackson, which I assume must have been Jock 1 originally but got a name. The third one to speak is called Splits, also has a speaking part. For some reason, Jock 2, no name, which is also voiced by the actor Andy Robin, who apparently was in Seinfeld. So it just seems like, okay, what on earth has this come from?
Jock 2, the only unnamed Jock.
Yep, the
Poor
only
lad.
unnamed Jock. A Jock so jockey, there is no name.
I just can't wait to see the visual edit at the end with a picture of all of our characters. It's just 8 Bs.
I'm hoping we should have them all to scale as well.
Perfect.
That would be so good. Okay, is it my turn again? With the
It is
getaway
indeed.
vehicle.
We're
Now,
ready.
I have a whole list of best vehicles in animated movies, so I will be choosing from this list, and I've got a lot of options here. 6 of them to be precise. Well, 5 if you don't include the Lupin car. And I think I'm going to have to go with the dragon from Shrek 1.
Ooh, nice
She's,
choice.
you know, she knows what she's doing. She can go up. She's got fire, so that's, you know, weaponry if the police come after us with helicopters. We've got something to do. We've got, we've got a flamethrower essentially attached to our getaway vehicle. And she'd be so down for that, I feel. 100%.
Bring home that money for the kids.
Exactly. Like, Donkey can look after the kids will be fine. Donkey will probably survive it. She's got a job to do, and she's going to be real good at it, I think.
I think that's a great pick. Like, after earlier you said the giant gingerbread man was on your list, I was kind of thinking that was going to be the way you'd go, because I'm pretty sure giant gingerbread man is a getaway vehicle at some point.
So the giant gingerbread man is not a getaway vehicle. The giant gingerbread man is the get to the heist vehicle.
Oh yeah, he's a siege weapon.
He's a siege weapon, which is all very well and good, but I feel like this is more of a precision operation, like, getting in, getting out, and he's not very fast, I'm afraid.
I mean, I think that is an absolutely cracking draft. The heist team, top tier.
I think
Excellent
we'd
theme.
smash it.
Truly
I think we'd
excellent
be
theme.
in and out, no survivors. And none of us except for Fujiko with the money, so I think we win.
Yeah, and I've got the perfect team to cover your heist. So, Jay, the very final pick of the side characters in animated movies draft goes to you. Who are you going for?
So before I reveal my final pick, there was a much longer list. I ended up with about 12 picks in total to try and whittle this down to. And I'm actually kind of glad that some of my other picks have been pinched during this episode, because it does mean that I can end this episode with somebody I really hoped would make the list, but it would only work if you guys had helped to whittle down my list a little bit. Something that is also giving me a lot of joy right now is imagining, because I didn't pick a theme this week, I just wanted to pick some of my favorite characters from animated movies. But it is bringing me a lot of joy imagining my picks as a rival heist team to Ollie's picks. Especially because Ollie's picks are so organised, they're so down. The heist is definitely happening. There is no room for error. But my picks, it's just chaos. It's the play that goes wrong. It's the comedy. It's basically the Italian Job, but gone wrong. I mean, Genie would be the getaway. Kronk is just, I know what I'm doing, but I'm not paying attention. Bartok is from a circus. Scrat, I mean, need I say more? So my next pick does round off this image, because one thing that I do feel like your team is missing, Ollie, if I'm being completely honest, is somebody back at home to do the paperwork. You need an accountant. You need somebody who is going to look you in the eyes and go, Wazowski, you forgot to file your paperwork. My final pick is Roz from Monsters, Inc. And honestly,
Fantastic.
You do have some truly excellent picks here.
I think probably for the first time in one of these, I'm looking at this board and going, we've all nailed it, and I think there is so much space for a round 2 at some point in the future. So I'm going to suggest we don't do honourable mentions and we hold fire for a future side characters in animated movies draft.
Is that just going to be 6 more B-movie characters?
They're on to me.
No, I feel like next time it's going to be Zootopia, but like anybody but Judy and thingy, so it's still just like animals, but it'll be like all of the polar bears just in order.
Honestly, you people, you treat me like I'm so predictable.
Shakira Deer's Dancer 1, Shakira Deer Dancer 2, Shakira Deer Dancer 3.
Okay, you can't just call out my next list. So anyway, if that is agreed and we're happy to not do our honourable mentions for this one.
That works for me.
Yeah, I'm on board.
I am happy with that.
Obviously, that means that we are next needing to pick the draft for next time, which this time is indeed Seth's responsibility. So, Seth, what is the next draft going to be?
So I had a few different options here, but after our episode last time on Pokemon, I thought it would only be fair that we also do a Digimon draft.
Digimon draft.
Digimon draft. I'm not limiting it to any original crew because it's a bit harder to do that with Digimon, but we're just going to go any Digimon, pick a theme. I don't know how much experience you guys have with Digimon. I know it's a bit less popular perhaps than Pokemon.
Has anyone else got Digimon experience?
Digital monsters.
The only Digimon content I know about is that a YouTuber that I like who does drawings likes Digimon and talks about them occasionally.
Excellent.
And that's it.
I think the only thing that I have to say about Digimon, I never really watched it. I never really got into it, but it always struck me as being like the AliExpress version of Pokemon whenever you saw their merchandise. Like if you looked at the backpacks, the pencil cases, it was just...
that is slander.
I think I'm going to have to interject here before Seth and Jay kick off, because I think that's something that you all get to look forward to on the next episode of Quite
I'll
Drafty.
be ready.
So, having interjected at this point, we do still need to round up our picks to refresh our audience's brains so they can argue about them in the comments. Starting off with Jay.
My picks for this particular episode of Side Characters in Animated Movies has been Fender Pinwheeler from Robots, Genie from Aladdin, Kronk from Emperor's New Groove, Bartok the Magnificent from Anastasia, not Bartok the Magnificent, Scrat from Ice Age, and Roz from Monsters, Inc.
Those were Jay's picks. Ollie.
My picks are Kamaji from Spirited Away, Edna Mode from The Incredibles, Bo Peep from Toy Story, specifically Toy Story 4, Cindy from Rock and Rule, Fujiko from Lupin the Third, whichever movie you decide, and the dragon from Shrek 1.
Fantastic. And my picks this time were B. Larry King from The Bee Movie, Bob Bumble from The Bee Movie, Buzz Larvae from The Bee Movie, Storm Stinger from The Bee Movie, Jeanette Chung from The Bee Movie, and Chook number 2 from The Bee Movie. Seth.
So my picks this episode were Mimi from the Digimon movie, the Radish Spirit from Spirited Away, Turnip Head from Howl's Moving Castle, Mr. Ping from Kung Fu Panda, Dean Buswell from The Bee Movie, and Lou Loduca from The Bee Movie.
Oh, God.
And, of course, those are our picks. You can have an argument and a vote on who was your favourite in the comments down below. I believe I figured out how to do polls, so fingers crossed you can vote for the winners as well. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Please like the podcast or give it a 5-star review or whatever it is on the platform you are listening on. Share it with a friend if you enjoyed it, and if you didn't enjoy it, tweet it at your least favourite public figure. Thank you very, very much for watching or listening, as it is, because it's a podcast. From Jay, Oli, Seth, and myself, Pex, goodbye.
Bye.
Au revoir.
Ooh, French.
Welcome to the pre-chat.
The preacher. Fuck yeah, let's go.
It's when the chat leaks out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You could not, please, never. I'm never going to forget that. Every time somebody says that, I'm going to think
Cut
about that. No. Ooh.
Whilst we're nattering away before we actually start, I have been
Aye.
thinking something quite important for us, which is what is the official order of our names. Okay. I think, as you can see on the draft board,
I think
that we
roll
should
for
have
it.
our names in Spodge order.
In what order?
Spodge sounds a bit like pre-chat. I don't know.
But like I've tried all of the other ways of like organising our
cracking up.
names. I've
Go
had
on.
Jops, I've had Poise.
I'm just picturing laid in bed, which could be a great place to stop that sentence. And it's kind of like a Queen's Gambit-esque thing where our names are on the ceiling and he's just rearranging them.
I've got to be honest, was very confused.
I quite like Jops.
Jops. You prefer Jops to Spodge?
Yeah. No question.
I don't know, I feel like Spodge has a nice ring. It's just the hard J at the end that kind of like...
Definitely
You
gives
say
an
it with a
extra...
hard J.
Oh, God.
A hard J leads to a Spodge, you know what it is.
A hard J leads to many things.
Oh god.
We're really starting this from somewhere.
Well, really, this is. Remember, we want this to be a family-friendly episode. That
Yeah, I think...
Is
if
this...
we're gonna-
Yeah, Jay, do you need
Dial
this
it
one to
back
be
a
a
bit,
family-friendly episode?
I think we just need to go hard. Harder and harder. It's not hard enough.
Spodgier
Less-
and Jopsier.
I don't like this. I also can't explain to you just how badly I had to bite my tongue when you were talking about Scrat wanting to get the nut. I was like, hold me back, coach.